just kind of getting back to the basics of I took a little bit of time off between figuring out what I was going to do next career-wise. And in that time, I was like, well, I think I want to stay in marketing. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I had a couple clients come on and were just doing freelance stuff. So it gave me the space to start working on myself. And that looked like starting with my foundations, which was making sure I was getting plenty of sleep, eating really good, wholesome foods, and making sure there was a movement practice, whether it was yoga, going for walks, whatever it was. Those are the three things that we need to survive as humans. So once you have that on your plate and you can get those into your day, then things can start getting a little bit better. We don't always make time for it and then we push it aside, but when we can just start with those three things, we can feel the difference in our bodies, we can start to notice it in our day. And so from there, then I started getting into some other areas. I ended up deciding to go into a yoga teacher training, which was really great for me because it forced me to do a movement practice every single day. It got me back into a spiritual practice and just like really focusing on my health. And it was just this beautiful time of healing. That then allowed me the space to start thinking about like, all right, well, what do I really care about? Like, if I'm going to build a business, if I'm going to build a life, what do I want it to be around? And so then I started developing what my values were. And I came up with 4 values, which are my community, my family and friends, my health, creativity. I like having some sort of creative outlet. I'm a painter, so I'm doing that a lot more often now. And then my spirituality. And so I developed these 4 values so that I could use them as a measuring tool to make decisions in my life. Is this business that I'm building or these clients I'm taking on, do they align with my values? Does how much time I'm spending working, does that align with my values? And all of those little things of building foundations, creating values and making space for self-care, those are what allowed me to start healing from the burnout. And it still took me a solid year to get to a really healthy place, that my skin started clearing up and I wasn't exhausted all the time. But through that process, now I've learned these tools that allow me to implement them over and over again, week after week. Now, obviously, it's never perfect,